Welcome to IQD Dinar News, your go-to source for the latest updates on currency exchange rates, revaluation news, and insights into the Iraqi dinar. Stay informed and ahead of the curve with our timely analysis and breaking developments. To elaborate on the phrase calls to accelerate the 2025 budget and boost non-oil revenues, we can explore several interrelated concepts that underlie the financial and economic dynamics of countries heavily reliant on oil revenues. This analysis will delve into the implications of the 2025 budget acceleration, the significance of boosting non-oil revenues, and the broader economic context that necessitates these actions. In many economies, especially those in regions like the Middle East, oil revenues have historically been a cornerstone of national income. Countries such as Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and Kuwait have long depended on the export of crude oil to finance government budgets, fund infrastructure projects, and sustain social welfare programs. However, this dependency presents significant vulnerabilities. The volatility of global oil prices means that economies can be susceptible to sudden drops in revenue. When oil prices plummet, as they did during the oil market crash in 2014 or the initial phases of the COVID-19 pandemic, countries can face severe budgetary shortfalls, leading to cuts in public services and increased social unrest. The urgency to accelerate the 2025 budget arises from these economic realities. Governments may recognize that planning and executing budgets in a timely manner is crucial for ensuring fiscal stability and meeting developmental goals. The 2025 budget, in this context, represents not just a financial plan for the coming year but a strategic response to both immediate economic challenges and long-term goals for diversification and sustainability. Accelerating the budget process can have several advantages. First, it allows for quicker allocation of resources to critical sectors, such as education, healthcare, and infrastructure. By expediting the budget approval process, governments can ensure that necessary projects are funded and initiated without delay, which can have immediate benefits for employment and economic activity. Furthermore, a timely budget can enhance investor confidence, demonstrating to both domestic and foreign investors that the government is committed to maintaining fiscal discipline and pursuing growth-oriented policies. In parallel, the emphasis on boosting non-oil revenues reflects a growing recognition that reliance on oil can be detrimental in the long term. Many countries are now actively seeking to diversify their economies, a shift that is often articulated in national development plans. Non-oil revenues can come from various sources, including taxation, fees, and other economic activities. For instance, sectors such as tourism, agriculture, and manufacturing can offer alternative revenue streams that are less vulnerable to the fluctuations of global oil markets. Taxation is a critical component of non-oil revenue generation. Governments can implement various taxes, such as income tax, corporate tax, and value-added tax, VAT, to create a more stable revenue base. However, the introduction of new taxes must be carefully managed to avoid stifling economic activity or burdening citizens, particularly in nations where the population may already be facing economic hardships. Transparent and efficient tax collection systems are vital to ensure that these revenues are realized and that citizens see tangible benefits from their contributions. Beyond taxation, fostering a robust business environment is essential for enhancing non-oil revenues. Governments can create incentives for entrepreneurship and investment in diverse sectors, leading to job creation and economic growth. Policies that support small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs, for example, can spur innovation and create a dynamic economic landscape. Additionally, efforts to improve infrastructure, such as transportation and digital connectivity, can facilitate trade and commerce, further contributing to the growth of non-oil revenue streams. In many cases, boosting non-oil revenues is not merely an economic necessity, it is also a response to the social contract between governments and their citizens. In resource-rich countries, there is often an expectation that citizens should benefit directly from the wealth generated by natural resources. However, if oil revenues are not being reinvested into the economy or if they lead to inequality, there can be widespread discontent. Therefore, enhancing non-oil revenues can also be seen as a way to ensure that the economic benefits are more equitably distributed among the population. Another important factor to consider is the global shift towards renewable energy. As the world increasingly prioritizes sustainability and the reduction of carbon emissions, the demand for oil may decline in the future. This transition represents both a challenge and an opportunity for oil-dependent economies. By accelerating the 2025 budget and focusing on non-oil revenues, governments can proactively position themselves for a post-oil economy. Investments in renewable energy, such as solar and wind, can not only provide alternative energy sources but also create new industries and job opportunities. The urgency to boost non-oil revenues is also influenced by external pressures, including international economic conditions and geopolitical dynamics. In a globalized economy, countries are interconnected, and changes in one region can have ripple effects elsewhere. For instance, fluctuations in oil prices due to geopolitical tensions or changes in demand can directly impact oil-dependent economies. By diversifying revenue sources, countries can build resilience against such external shocks and create a more stable economic environment. Moreover, engaging in regional and international cooperation can help enhance non-oil revenues. Collaborations with neighboring countries can lead to increased trade, investment, and tourism. For instance, if countries in a region can promote a collective tourism strategy, they may attract more visitors, generating revenue for all involved. Similarly, participating in trade agreements can open new markets for non-oil exports, providing additional avenues for economic growth. In conclusion, the calls to accelerate the 2025 budget and boost non-oil revenues reflect a strategic response to the challenges and opportunities facing oil-dependent economies. By expediting budget processes, governments can ensure timely resource allocation and enhance investor confidence. Simultaneously, by diversifying revenue streams through taxation, supporting non-oil sectors, and embracing sustainability, countries can position themselves for long-term economic stability. As the global landscape evolves, the ability to adapt and innovate will be crucial for ensuring that economies are resilient, equitable, and prepared for the future. The transition away from oil dependency is not merely an economic imperative, it is a comprehensive approach to building sustainable societies that can thrive in a rapidly changing world. Thanks for tuning in to IQD Dinar News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. For more updates on the Iraqi dinar and global currency trends, hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.